Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Kindness Circle podcast on Mudula Matapelo's YouTube channel. I am so glad, I'm super glad that you came across this video, and I really hope that after watching it, it will change your life or your perspective for the better. I can promise you, you won't regret. Angeke nje uze uzisole uthi yo ngaze ngamosha isikhathi sami. Like, you are really not going to regret watching this video. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. On this platform, we talk about all things positive. We talk and encourage our audience about kindness and doing good. I've had an experience whereby people were asking me, like, what is your podcast about? Because I obviously post on my social media platforms like Facebook, TikTok, on Instagram. So they'll be seeing pictures of me on the mic, or they'll be seeing like some short videos. And then when I meet them, in public or wherever, like they will always ask me, what is your podcast about? So I think this is just an opportunity to clear that. So on this podcast, like, we talk about stories, we talk about experiences, and also share some knowledge about doing good and also being kind as a way of trying to normalize being kind and also doing good in our society. So that is the kind of content, or that is the kind of videos that you can expect from this platform. If you are watching this video right now from wherever you are watching, it could be from the comfort of your own home or from your PC at work, or you are watching from the library at school, wherever you are watching this from, may life treat you kind. May the goodness that you always give to others come back to you 10 times. May light shine upon you. May the dreams that you courageously pursue come true. May your hope be revived, because it will not always be like this. This is truly my wish for you, and it's from the bottom of my heart. So today, I just wanted to share something like really quick. I was just telling one of my assistants that I think this video is gonna be like a very short 10 minutes, because what I'm going to talk about is something that is really quick, and I think I'll pass it like very fast, so you won't stay here forever. Okay, so what I want to talk about, the story that I want to talk about like quickly, is something that I came across on TikTok. So obviously we all have TikTok, right? And sometimes like we just scroll through TikTok just to see what's happening, where, and all of that, right? So okay, this past week, or over the course of the week, I was also on TikTok, and as I was on TikTok, I came across a story of a young lady who was going for her Matric dance. The name of the lady on TikTok is Pile. So just to get the details of the full story, you can check Pile on TikTok. So she basically talks about her experience with a designer, someone who was designing her Matric dance dress, and it seems it was not really a good experience. She shared a story which was like very sad, because apparently the dress arrived like very late, and she got to the Matric dance event or venue 30 minutes before the event was over, which was like very sad, because I mean, in high school, like, you spend your years, thinking and looking forward to this big day, it's like a once in a lifetime event, and you really want to have a good memory of that. But she was let down by the designer, but that's not really the focus. The focus is this one person that came through, to lighten up things, to say, as much as I have been let down by this particular person or this particular thing, but at least there are still some good memories that I can sort of remember from this whole event. So the name of the lady that came through, who is a makeup artist and as well as a nail tech, is Beauty Signatures. So if you search Beauty Signatures on TikTok, you'll find the lady that offered to do the makeup and the nails for free. So how that came about, as people were commenting, so others were also saying, I assume that those are the young ladies' peers. They said, no, you can come to my Matric dance, you can come and be my partner, just so she can also have the experience of the Matric dance. So the lady from the beauty signatures was like, okay, if you decide to take up the offer to go with one of the people that are offering you to go with them, just know that those services you will get them for free. And indeed, she fulfilled that. So we really love people that are like that in our society, people who just make someone else's day or someone else's situation better. But I understand that as much as you can be a person who really wants to be a good person and extend this kindness to others, sometimes there are challenges. It doesn't mean that every time when you are extending goodness or every time when you are extending kindness, you will always receive back that kindness. Sometimes you really don't. You have also experience that, personally. Angizikhulumi kahle guys ukuthi mina in but nje I know myself, like personally I'm not the type of a person who will go out of their way to offend anyone or cause harm to anyone. Like I'm just a person who, I think I do go out for others and try to assist, where I can, and just try to extend like some good vibes, some good energy, So I'm just that type of a person. But it doesn't mean that I have always received back that goodness, or I have always received back that kindness. Well, when I'm doing it, doesn't mean that I'm always like wanting to get something. It's just something that I've decided for myself that I really want to do this, but I don't always get it back. And for years, it really used to bother me so much. Like, as much as I'm this person, like, why would somebody else come, like, go out of their way to hurt me or to offend me or step on my toes, That is just one of the things that, like, once got to me, like, emotionally. But through the intervention of prayer, therapy, and also self-love, I have learned to set some boundaries, and those boundaries that I have set for myself, they are the ones that actually help keep my heart at peace and also keep the good posture of my heart. Those boundaries are the ones that really helped me, to never lose my good heart. Number one, the one that I would like to talk about is to never laugh things off when they offend you. Like if somebody does something or says something that is offensive to you, never laugh it off, because when you are laughing it off and not reprimanding it, you are actually giving them the power to like continue doing it, and you always like be this person who is sad every time that happens because you never spoke up about it or you never reprimanded that person. So over the years, I've had to learn, to never laugh things off that are hurting me, because sometimes I used to, not anymore. I used to like laugh it off as a way of making myself feel better, or as a way of like covering up the offense, or as a way of like hiding the embarrassment, because some of the things like they will be so embarrassing, like when somebody does them to you or when they say them to, like they will be so embarrassing. So just to hide the embarrassment, like I would laugh it off, and actually I'm not the person who was supposed to be embarrassed. The person who was supposed to be embarrassed is the one who is doing all these mean things, this unacceptable behavior. That is the person that is supposed to be embarrassed. But in the society, in real life, I've had to learn, and it's working. Like it really worked. Like if I am not happy about something, it's either I speak up that I'm not going to allow that, or I give you the reaction that is not appreciated. And the minute you show that you are not appreciating like that behavior, then next time obviously it's less likely that they will do it or they will continue with it. So that really solves the problem, because after that you can continue being a good person that you are. You can continue doing good, and you will never feel worried of being a good person, because you have put a stop to what was actually going to be an attempt for you to lose that good heart. So I'd really just like to encourage you, to never lose your good heart. Just hold on to it, because I believe that one day you will wake up and reap all the benefits of being that person that you are. So another boundary that I have had to set for myself was also the one of, like, speaking up when I'm being treated unfairly. Most times, like, we are afraid of speaking up because we don't want to come across as being difficult. You are not being difficult, obviously, provided that you are professional about it. If it's in a professional setting, provided that you are not swearing or you are not being offensive, you can still speak up, politely. So I've had to learn that if I feel that I'm being treated unfairly, I should speak up about that instead of bottling up. Because the minute I bottle up inside of me, that is going to, like, keep building up, and it reaches a point whereby I now be like, moskuyafana noma ngenze okuhle, like, people, they still stamp on my toes, like, uzovele uthi kuyafana, and you actually end up losing the values that you have set for yourself. You actually end up losing the principles that you have set for yourself about doing good, because of how others, treat you. So I've had to speak up. I've had to learn to speak up if I feel that I'm not being treated fairly. So yeah, those are the two things that I've really wanted to share, because I understand that as much as we are talking about kindness, as much as we are talking about that doing good is a good thing, being kind is a good thing, sometimes it's not always the case, because I mean, we come across situations as people, we meet different people who don't have the same values as us, who don't share the same principles as us. And sometimes that can be a challenge, because you end up losing the person that you were, due to what you'll be experiencing at that time. So I really just want to encourage you to not lose that person that you are. Don't lose that person that you were, Just try measures like setting the boundaries where you feel that you need to. And yeah, so those are the ones that so far I have learned for myself in my journey of life. And honestly, like, they've really helped me, and I hope that they help you too in your own life. And if you are watching this, please feel free to also share some of the things, some of the boundaries that you have had to set, either for yourself or that you've had to set with people, just to have your peace. Please feel free to share those on the comment section, and I'd really appreciate that. So please remember to like this video if you found this video that it was really helpful to you and you really loved this video. Please like the video and also show some love on the comment section. And also, if you haven't subscribed, please do remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel. See you guys soon.